Alright guys, we're back here working on getting the car ready to go again. Um, right now we're getting my old motor that we ran last year ready to throw into the car. Last year we ran a electrical fuel pump on this motor because we didn't know if it was bored or had the hole drilled up for uh, the push rod or the fuel pump rod. And now we found out that it does, and we got the mechanical fuel pump on there. We're gonna put the different motor mounts on there. Probably gonna throw them on my starter. We'll have to put flywheel on here when we get it up off of the stand, and then we'll have to change the distributor, but we'll probably do that when we get it put in the car. And yeah, what is this? Is that like a fuel filter or oil filter?
No, I think it was like a fuel pressure sending unit.
Oh, do we need that with the...
It'll be alright. It was on there last year.
Well, I didn't know if we needed it with this, or if it...
That's oil pressure.
Oh, I see.
Oil pressure sending unit.
Well, I think we're gonna get started. We'll throw you guys up on the tripod and get a time lapse going, and then we'll pick it back up when there's something interesting.
You know, he was never a gun person.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Yeah. Big thing.
And he had a buddy taking up one time and got hooked.
Yeah.
And now he's one of the biggest gun advocates out there.
Alright guys, we got pretty much everything done. I'm sorry we didn't record all of it. The phone died halfway through. I think we were getting the manifolds on, and then it died. It was taking us quite a while to get it fired. It was timing didn't want to work with us, and it didn't want to fire. We got pretty much everything good and ready to go. We're gonna put this on later, but I mean, for the most part, it's ready to go. Yeah, it's ready to go. I think so. Me and Dad have came to the conclusion that we think it's this carburetor. You have to hold it wide open to start it, because we did it with the old motor that we blew up, and it's doing it with this one too. So we're gonna, I think Dad's gonna text the tracker motor at 8L and see if we can run a 2-barrel Holly on this and see if it does the same thing, if it fixes it, or what it'll do. But we think it's the carburetor that you have to hold it wide open. Alright guys, I think that's probably going to be all for the video. We might, so, God, I don't want to say this, but I kind of want to. I hope Mom doesn't see the video before race day. So, I said something earlier, before we got the car running again, that I didn't want to run Fort Dodge this weekend on Saturday. What would Saturday be? The 17th? I think so, because last Saturday was the 10th. I said that I didn't want to run the 17th because I wanted to wait till Adele, because if there is a problem with the car or anything, it would be my fault, or I could tell it better with just one person driving. I could tell if there was something wrong more than what I could if it was 2 people driving. And if something did go wrong, it would be my fault and no one else's. And so, and I think now that we got the car running and everything's fine, I think me and Dad we're gonna tell her, keep saying that we're not gonna run Fort Dodge this weekend, but I think we are. I think me and Dad are gonna change the gears from his rear end, because what gears are in your rear end?
529.
Dad had a 529 gears in his rear end, and when we swapped rear ends earlier this season, we just put everything in there, and we don't have the old gears from my rear end. My rear end's still sitting outside, and we're gonna take the gears out and use those. We have 2 rims there that I think they both have. Where is it? They both have tubes. So these 2 will be run as hobby stocks, and I don't know if we're gonna put them on the right side or the left side. These ones I think these all got spares. They're either gonna be used as, or they all got tubes. I think they're either gonna be used as spares, or I'm not sure. But this one here, it doesn't have, the greatest tire. It's shot, but it's, it's a nice tire. We're gonna take this tire off, put one of the new ones in, the new ones that we have on it, over there, sitting in the stack. We're gonna put that one on there. I think we're gonna grab like this Hoosier, and then those Hoosiers over there, take the tubes out of them since we can't use those ones anymore, and put them in that one, and these 3 here that I have painted. I painted all those because these were like orange, black, purple, they're all mixed matched. And I painted these 2 because these were like orange and black. We're going to put new tires on this one, and that one. And we're going to take the tubes that were in these Hoosiers and put them in there. Same with that tire there. Oh, I got the block moved out of the shop the other day. I know you guys have already seen it, but might as well bring it up again. Yeah. So earlier today, when we got everything ready, we were gonna fire it, make sure, because last year we ran an electrical fuel pump with this motor because we didn't know if mechanical fuel pump would work or not, and so there was like a plate on it where, yeah, block off plate where the mechanical fuel pump would originally go, and we didn't know that if it could run a mechanical fuel pump or not. And then me and Dad got to thinking that it has the block off plate. We were gonna check, and because we were curious, and we were thinking, why would it have the block off plate if it wouldn't have the option to, you know, run a mechanical fuel pump or not? So we took that off, shoved the rod up there, turn over we had it just sitting up on the engine stand, and I held the rod up there, and Dad turned it over with like a torque wrench or a wrench or a ratchet or whatever, and we wanted to see if the rod would come back and down. Yeah, if the cam had a low for mechanical fuel pump or not, and it did. So, and then we got it in there, and it works perfectly fine. Everything is good to go. Besides, we're gonna, you know, obviously put the oil or the power steering pump on. Probably should clean that, but everything should be ready to go. Yeah, so like I said, we're trying to trick Mom and not let her know that we're actually going to run Fort Dodge. We're just, Saturday morning, we're going to be like, oh, we're loading the car, we're going to go race, you ready? And hopefully she has a good reaction or something. But right now, I have these orange rims on, because these were orange. Dad painted these orange when he first got back into racing, like 5 years ago, before he actually committed to it. And he painted those orange, and I wanted to see what the orange tires, like whole orange tires, would look like on this car, and so we just painted them silver. I'm just still debating on if I want to put the orange on the inside of those or not, if I should just leave them all silver. I don't know, but yeah, we got a lot accomplished today. It was good day. I got off work at 1, and then we came and started working on the car. Yeah, I don't think we're going to use the tubes for these ones, for those two hobby stocks, but we will use tubes for these. Yeah, me and Dad started working on the car, and then one of Dad's friends and my friend came over and helped us. Thank you to Caleb that came out and helped us on the car and hung out with us while we did this. I think that's going to be all for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.